Hi everyone and welcome to week 9. This week you will continue your thinking about groups by participating in a group discussion, and the group discussion requires some preparation. When we think of working in a group, sometimes what we think of is showing up at a meeting on time and then just extemporaneously making our contributions. But in reality, the best group discussions depend on preparation. And in this particular discussion, you are going to be deciding what hostages get released in a hostage situation, in what order. And to prepare for that, first do some general background reading on effective group decision making. This reading that's in the link right here is very important. It really does a good and concise job of laying out the dynamics of group decision making and the things that need to happen for that decision making to be effective. So read that, and then read this hostages worksheet right here. And what this does is it explains the scenario and asks you to do your own ranking. And as you rank these people who are going to be released or not, you're going to need to set up your own criteria for how you made that decision. And write that criteria down because you'll want to share it with your full group when you meet together. And the task of the full group is to take everybody's thoughts into consideration and make a consensus opinion on how these hostages should be released and ranked. And for that, you're going to need to consider all of the criteria that each individual used, the way that each individual made their individual decisions, and put it together into something that everybody can live with. In other words, a consensus discussion or a consensus decision. And that discussion is going to take place between Wednesday and Saturday, depending on when you signed up for. So please review that sign-up sheet on the Wiki tab. The Wiki, which is over on the Tools tab, and then make sure that you show up on Blackboard at the time of your discussion. And instructions for that using Blackboard Collaborate discussion are right here. So that's one of the tasks this week. And then we are going to dive into another communication area, and that's communication and culture. And to prepare for that, read Chapter 10, do the Chapter 10 quiz. There is a video in Chapter 10, but unlike other weeks where you answer the video question within MindTap, this week you're going to answer it on the discussion board. And this is going to be another facilitated discussion. So here are the groups, and here is the discussion prompt. Now, before you answer your discussion post, I strongly encourage you to read this article about the differences between Chinese and American culture, because this is what will help you effectively answer that discussion post. And then you're going to reply to 2 other people in your group by next week, although you can certainly reply this week if there are posts to reply to. So that's the week. Let me know if you have any questions about that. And remember that this is what we call a synchronous discussion this week. It means everybody's on the board at the same time. So it's not something you can make up. So please pay attention to the deadlines and just make sure that you can be there. And have a great week.